Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, and his administration has a major issue with the press in the United States these days. I don't understand it. I do not understand it. The vitriol that Trump and his administration have for the press. I want you to check this article out in HuffPost. Donald Trump will attend the White House Correspondents Association dinner as president for the first time on Saturday. It's not completely clear why Trump chose now to end his boycott of the annual event dedicated to celebrating the importance of free press he so regularly scorns. Maybe he's hoping to intimidate journalists in the room, but they've gotten used to that. And then he talks about a list of current Trump administration's most notable attempts to browbeat the press, including this incident where Trump's Secretary Caroline Leavitt responded to a White House correspondent, SV Date, by telling him that it was his mama who came up with the idea for Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin to meet in Budapest. See, this is what I'm saying, fam. The Trump administration has a major issue with the press because the press, for the most part, just tries to report what's going on. Like, they report what they see, what they hear, and they are oftentimes critical of policy, right? It doesn't matter who the president is. The press's job is to dig, it is to pry, right? It is to get the information out to the public, information that oftentimes the administration tries to suppress. Now, Trump, for his part, everybody knows the ire Trump has for the press. Trump, he has a love-hate relationship, mostly hate relationship, because most of the time he goes to press, Fox is the only agency that he can really trust. He goes to Fox because he knows that he can pretty much tell them anything and they're gonna ride with it. Like, when they say Fox is far news, they got that right. But Fox really should be called Trump News, because when I say they kiss his butt with their tongue hanging out, this is why he goes to them. He has an open door policy with them. The Fox, let me put it like this. Many reporters cannot be trusted, especially mainstream media reporters. They cannot be trusted because they're always doing what they do. They're reporting at the behest of the person who's at the top, their bosses, right? But Fox especially cannot be trusted. I'm talking about especially. They have proven time and time again that they care nothing about the truth. They only care about the message that they want to convey. So remember, 2017 to 2020, Trump was calling the media the enemy of the people. That's the label he put out there, and that label stuck for a good minute. He's repeatedly called out outlets like CNN, the New York Times, and the Washington Post as fake news and the enemy of the people, which escalated tensions between the White House and the press. He's revoked Jim Acosta's press pass in 2018, which a federal judge later ruled was unconstitutional, and he restored it. It took a federal judge to restore the reporters, the journalists, right to be included in that press, in the White House Correspondents meetings. He's blocked reporters on social media. This is a president who's blocked reporters on social media and others, people that he didn't agree with. Now, it's blocking, just a regular person is one thing, but when you block the press, That's unconstitutional. And it proved that he violated the First Amendment when he used his platform as an official communication channel. So if it was his personal channel, he could do whatever he wanted to do, but he used it as an official communication channel. And so that's why the judge ruled against him. The Department of Justice under Trump obtained phone and email records of reporters from outlets like the New York Times and the Washington Post during leak investigations. The administration tried to stop distribution of books critical of Trump, including those by former officials arguing national security concerns. Trump publicly suggested challenging or revoking licenses of networks like NBC over coverage he disliked, raising concerns about government pressure or media regulators. At various points, the White House reduced press briefings, excluded certain reporters, and shifted to less frequent or more controlled media access. Trump regularly singled out reporters at rallies and online, criticizing them by name and encouraging crowds to view them as dishonest or biased. And then there's the lawsuits against the media after he left office the first time. Trump has continued to file lawsuits against the media and other organizations, keeping the adversarial relationship with the press active even outside the presidency. The bottom line here, family, is when taken together, these moments show a pattern of rhetorical attacks, legal pressure, and access to control, which is what Trump wants more than anything. So if you say something about him, he's going to sue you. So what people have to do is, when it comes to Trump, is just flood the courts. Everybody counter. He sue you, you counter, and you hold it up. He'll slow down. But what Trump has realized, that most people are afraid of getting sued. If somebody sue you and you know it's a frivolous lawsuit, you got to fight, and then you fight for your legal fees also. You got to put the ball back in his court. There are some people who are like that, and they will file a lawsuit in a heartbeat to get you off of them. But at the same time, if you try to make a move on them like that, they're going to scream victim. They're going to act like they are a victim. The press has been under attack for a minute here since Trump, especially since Trump has come back in office. Remember what Trump did to Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel stood on business, though. And so did his company. I think it's Disney. They stood on business also, even though they was trying to get that big acquisition done. And they needed Trump's approval for that. It was like, yo, man, we're standing on business. And so that's what needs to happen when it comes to freedom of the press, when it comes to freedom of speech, period. Man, if you can't speak your mind, and I'm not even talking about just the press, but if you can't speak your mind, what are you doing? If you can't just express yourself, like how you feel, what you're thinking, giving your opinion to something without fear of retribution, what are you even here for? Like, you're not even in control of your own mind. Why would you want to live? That's my thing. Like, if you can't express yourself, why even, what's the point? What is the point of living for others when you're not living for yourself? That makes no sense to me. When people know that they can intimidate you, they are going to try. When they know that they cannot intimidate you, they're going to go and they're going to look in the other direction. Because on this side, ain't nothing to see. They are coming for the media. I do believe Trump, he don't really think in detail. I don't think he's necessarily going there to intimidate the people, but who knows? He could be going there to intimidate the journalists. He could be going there for those reasons, because he likes everything to be about him. He likes to be the center of attention. He likes people to bow down. So I don't see how that might work out in his favor, this particular situation. But we'll see. Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.